Now, from a coaching standpoint, you may play for coaches that may see this different. Okay? And your job as a player is, when in Rome, do as the Romans. Let me say it again. When in Rome, do as the Romans. I would never tell a player not to listen to a coach. Okay? But I'm going to tell you this. Okay? In my career, I hit 375 on 0-0. You know why? Because I left the on-deck circle looking for a fastball. I left the on-deck circle looking for a fastball. You have to be ready to hit 0-0. Most pitchers, they're trying to get 0-1. Most hitters, we either want to get the pitch we want 0-0, or I want to be 1-0. So when I say leave the on-deck circle looking for a fastball, if you get that ball on the tee where you put the tee at, you can't take that pitch. You can't. You got to drive it. Now, some people would say, well, no, don't swing early in the count. Make the pitcher work. Let me tell you this. If you call yourself making John Smoltz work, you're going to get 2 fastballs, and then here comes a slider. It's going to be good night, Irene. You better be ready to hit the fastball. Okay? I say this about people who take fastballs for called strikes. They will soon be swinging at breaking balls out of the zone. So, again, I'm going to go back to my initial conversation when we started all of this. Be ready to hit the fastball when you step in the batter's box. I don't care if it's 0-0. I don't care if it's 1-0. I don't care if it's 0-1. It really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, all of the drill work that you do, okay, it's off the tee, it's in the strike zone. It's soft toss, it's in the strike zone. It's arm BP, the batting coach, the coach is throwing the ball in the strike zone. Off the machine, it's in the strike zone. Everything that you're doing is preparing you to attack the ball where? In the strike zone. So why would I get into the batter's box and not be ready to hit what? A ball in the strike zone. So when I say simplify it to the point where, I said this the first day, people get so caught up in when the game starts, okay? Well, is my foot right? Is my hands? I set this way, or none of that matters. It doesn't. At the end of it, how many of you guys watch George Springer? He steps right here sometimes like this. You know where the ball go? 450 feet, straightaway center field. You know why? Because he got one objective. I'm going to attack the baseball. I don't care. I had a conversation with Dan Ugler. This is a beautiful story. Dan Ugler hit 33 home runs the year before. Okay? And it is probably May 1st. And he's hitting about 160. And I'm coaching third base, and he is punching out at an alarming rate. I mean, he's swinging so hard, he's like this. And they're throwing him slider after slider away. He's missing pitches. So I go to him, I said, Ugh. I said, we're going to have to make an adjustment. And he said, Bo P, is 30 of them dumb enough? And he said, is 30 of them dumb enough? He said, it's only May 1st. He said, check back with me in September. I learned something that day. What Dan Ugler realizes is this. I'm paid to hit the ball to the people. Okay? If I start looking for something that I'm really not good at hitting, I'm not going to be the productive player that I can be. Okay? He hits 30 home runs again. And over the course of the next 6 years, he hit more home runs than any second baseman in the history of baseball. You know what that story told me? When you know who you are, is when you have the best chance to be your best self. It's when you're trying to be somebody that you're not, when you don't reach your potential. And I said this the first day. We're not going to cookie cut anybody here. Because your swing may be different than his swing. Your swing may be different than his swing. Vice versa. We all have different strengths. Now, I've had a chance to kind of look at your swings, so I have an idea of what your swing can possibly do. But you have to leave here confident in your ability of what you can do and stick to that. It's better to understand your strengths and minimize your weaknesses, because it's in your strengths that you're going to really find your production. No one is going to find their true production in their weakness. And really, a weakness is more undeveloped strength. So focus on, okay, what do I do well? Do I drive the ball to the pull field? Do I drive the ball to the opposite field? What pitches do I handle well? Do I handle the fastball well? Do I handle soft stuff well? You have to figure those things out. But inadvertently, everything that we talk about in this batter's box, it comes back to one thing and one thing early. One thing only. There's never been a player to play Major League Baseball that couldn't hit a fastball. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I say this to you earnestly as you get ready to start your seasons. You have to dominate on fastballs in the strike zone. Make that your living. That when I get in this batter's box, you come across here with a fastball, you're going to pay. And that should be every time you get in the box. And what ends up happening is this. Even when pitchers know that you're going to be aggressive, you know what they're going to start to do? They're going to start to leave the zone. So you're going to find yourself in more plus counts. Because you know what they're going to say? Man, he hammers the fastball. He hammers the fastball. So as we go into this next stage of machine, soft toss, and arm, I don't want you swinging at balls out of the strike zone. I want you attacking balls in the strike zone. Okay?